Hi guys, today I'm going to do what is called the chi-square. I'm going to do question number 4.2. In a health and rugby club survey, 140 members were interviewed at a particular gym last week and asked to indicate their most preferred activity out of spinning, swimming, and doing the circuit. Their responses to question asked were as follows: gender, male, female, most preferred activity, spinning, swimming, and circuit. The question is there any association between the most preferred activity and gender? Test at 5% level of significance. Test at 5% level of significance. Step number 1. Formulate the null and alternative hypothesis, which is H naught and HA. H naught states independence of the variable, always, which means most preferred activity is independence of gender. Most preferred activity is independence of gender. That is our H naught, or the null hypothesis. HA, which is the alternative hypothesis, states association between the variables, which means we are going to say most preferred activity is associated with gender. Most preferred activity is associated with gender. Now the second step is to determine the rejection area. Firstly, we have to calculate the degrees of freedom. Then how do we calculate the degrees of freedom? X squared calc to R minus 1, which is row, my number of rows minus 1, into C minus 1, which is the number of columns minus 1, then is equal to the degrees of freedom. Now, how many rows do we have? We have the male row and the female row. So there are 2 rows. 2 minus 1, close bracket. How many columns do we have? have the spinning column, swimming, and circuit, which means there are three. We have 3 rows. 3 minus 1 then is equal to x squared. 2 minus 1 close bracket 3 minus 1 is equal to 2 is equal to 2. Then we go to the contingency table of the chi-squared. The contingency table of the chi-squared. There's the contingency table of the chi-squared. Test at 5% level of significance. Then we're gonna write 5%, which is 0.05. Then our critical value is you're going to check 0.05 all together with 2. Our critical value is 5,991. 5,991. 5,991. Then we are going to draw the chi-square distribution curve and then determine the rejection area. There's the chi-square distribution curve. Our rejection area starts from 5,991. This is the rejection area. Rejection region HO. Then this is the non-rejection area, which is do not reject HO. The next step, we are going to calculate the expected frequencies. Expected frequencies. How do we calculate the expected frequencies? Which is FE. FE is equal to row total multiplied by the column total divide by the grand total. But before we calculate the expected frequency, we have to redraw our table like that. We're gonna have the male row and the female row, spinning, swimming, and circuit. Spinning, swimming, and circuit, like that one. And then we calculate our expected frequencies. Those ones are the observed frequencies, which is FO, observed frequencies. But now we are calculating the expected frequencies. In order to calculate the chi-square, we need expected frequencies and the observed frequencies. Now let us calculate our expected frequency for spinning and male. For spinning and male. So row total, the row total for male is 85. So put it like this on our calculators, multiply by the column total. The column total for spinning, it's 65. Divide by the grand total. The grand total is 140. Divide by 140 is equal 39,46. 39,46. So the expected frequency for spinning and male is 39,46. Then we go to the next column, but we are on the same row, which means the row total is still 85. So 85 times, but we are on the swimming column, so we are going to use 38. So 38 divide by the grand total, which is 140, equal to 23,07. 23,07. Then move to the next column, but we are on the same row, which means we are still going to use 85 as the row total because we are on the same row, the male row. So 85 multiply by the column total of the circuit, which is 37. So 37 divided by the grand total, which is 140, equals to 22,46. 22,46. In order to know that these expected frequencies are correct, their total must be close to this 85 or must be equal to 85. Now let's double check. 39,46 plus 23,07 plus 22,46 is equal to, yes, it's very close to 85, which means our expected frequencies are correct. Then move to the next row, which is the female row. The row total row total of the female, it's 55. So 55 multiplied by the column total, we are on the first column, which is the spinning column, 65. So 65 divided by 140 is equal to 25,54. We are rounding off 25,54. 25,54. Then we move to the next column, the swimming column. The row total, we're on the same row. We're still on the same row, which is the female row, which is equal to 55. Which is equal to 55. So 55 multiply by the column total of swimming, which is 38. 38 divided by the grand total, which is 140, is equal to 14,93. We are rounding off 14,93. 14,93. Then move to the last column, the second column. Substitute the row total of the female is 55. 55 multiplied by the column total of the second, which is 37. 37 over the grand total of 140 is equal to 14,54. 14,54. 14,5. Now let's check our expected frequencies. If they are correct or not. The answer must be 55. So 25,54 plus 14,93 plus 14,54, it should give us 55 or something close to 55. Yes, it's 55,01. It's very, very close. Now, let us compute the chi-square calculation. X squared calc is equal to the sum into FO minus FE all squared divided by FE. So we are going to compute the chi-square. Now, let us substitute. FO, the observed frequency of the first class spinning on the male row. The observed frequency is 36. The observed frequency is 36 minus the expected frequency of spinning on the male row is 39,46. 39,46 all squared divide by the expected frequency, which is 39,46. we want the sum, so we are going to add the next column, which is swimming. What is the observed frequency of spinning in the male row? The observed frequency of swimming in the male row is 28. So the observed frequency is 28 minus the expected frequency, which is 23,07. 07 divide 23,07 plus what is the observed frequency of the circuit on the male row? It's 21. 21 minus the expected frequency. It's 22,46 divide 22,46 plus we are on the next row, the following row, which is the female row. What is the observed frequency of spinning on the female row? Is 29. 29 minus the expected frequency, 25,54. 54 all squared divide 25,54 plus what is the observed frequency of swimming on the female row? It's 10. It's 10 minus the expected frequency, which is 14.93. 14,93 all squared divided by 14,93 plus the last column. It is the observed frequency of circuit on the female row, 16. 16 minus the expected frequency, which is 14,54. 14,54 all squared divided by 14,54. Then the answer is, let us first calculate the first one. Thirty-six minus 36 minus 39,46 all squared divided by 39,46. is equal to 0,303. We are rounding off to the three decimal places, 0,303. Zero comma 0303 plus the next one, which is 28 minus 23,07. One comma 054 1,054. Then we add all these answers. We add all of them. Then the answer is 3,423. That is the final answer. Now the next step is to compare the final answer with the rejection region or the rejection area. So 3 comma something maybe is in the non-rejection area. It does not fall in the rejection area. So the next step is because with 3,423 is less than 5,991. We do not reject H naught at 5% level of significance. Therefore, most preferred activity is independence of gender. This is our conclusion. Most preferred activity is independence of gender. My work here is done.